In previous episode, you saw how a waterproof liquid material is applied to a bare concrete wall. The next step is to apply a mat that will enhance this effect. A drainage pipe has also been prepared. It will be put in the hole between the wall and the soil. Pipe is covered with special material and it will collect any water and drain it to the desired place. After gluing the mat, it's time for the next layers, such as polystyrene or foil. When these steps are ready, we can backfill the pit. The pit is filled with stones that will drain the water. Most of them we were forced to buy, but it is probably the cheapest option of stone among those available because it consists mainly of waste. The other part we decided to take from recycle. To be more specific, we decided to use the waste that is in the main house. Thanks to this, we make 2 in 1. We clean the collapsed part of the house and we also receive additional material to fill the hole. This is how the inside of the house looked like after part of the roof collapsed. It is more visible in episode 6, and this is after 2 days cleaning. In the episode from the previous week of work, you saw that the first manholes appeared in the garden. Now it has been possible to place pipes in them and continue further work, because there will be quite a lot of manholes. In Tuscany, we have seen many times that rains are relatively rare, but can be very intense. That's why we focus on well-done drainage. In each manhole, you have to punch a hole for the pipe yourself. It is time-consuming and tiring, but fortunately the hose does not have to be perfectly fitted, because it is cemented later anyway. The time has come. We transport the very first stones that will be used to create the stone wall in the garden. Recently, knowing that such work awaits us, we have invested in a gripper fork for small diggers in a very simple form. At first glance, it is doing very well and it certainly makes the job easier. However, after using it for a while and carrying heavy stones, we decided to upgrade it a bit on our own. The gripper fork has a loose mount and was swinging a lot, which delayed the work. We came up with a new way of hooking, and after several failed attempts to fit, we finally made it. In this way, we did the first part of the stone wall, but as it turned out later, this is not the end. We make a stone wall for the first time in our lives, but don't worry, it was under the supervision of a specialist who previously explained what and how. He also checked the progress. For us, the most difficult part in this job is to transport the heavy stones. Laying stones is even simple, just match them up. At first, you have to put the big stones, and after that, match the smaller one between them. After putting the first layer of the stone, another manhole can be added. After a whole day of work and after more hours of thinking, we decided to upgrade the thing again. This time so that Maciek can operate the gripper fork 100% on his own. Maciek will be doing most of the stone wall on his own in his free time, so an improvement had to be made. So far, as you can see in the video, you need 2 people to comfortably operate the gripper fork. I must add that the stone wall will be in other parts of the property too, not only in the garden, so this is an action for the coming years. Okay, so this is the happy result. Maciek lifts and lowers a large stone with a gripper fork 100% independently. We will see if this option works. Behind the stone wall we have to put a drainage pipe which will be covered with the same type of the stone as around the concrete wall in the house. The pipe is also covered with a material that allows water to pass through and has tiny holes in it. Thanks to this, excess water from the entire length of the garden will be collected into manholes and will not fall into the stone wall.